Good morning on this Sunday morning. My Sunday morning thought began a few days ago. Many years ago, I was taught to look at the world as whether something was a positive or negative. As the years ticked by, I began to realize in order for me to think of it as being a positive or a negative was meaning that I needed to have judgment on that. And as I was exploring judgment and how judgment was affecting my life, I began to think in relation to, is this what I want? Or is this what I not want? And what I began to discover was in beginning to look at my life as to, was this what I wanted or not wanted? It cleared a lot of the judgment that I was carrying from either my childhood or what I had been taught and my learning. It just sort of cleared that away, and I began to accept responsibility for myself. Was this I really wanted? And that also gave me a freedom to change my mind. Maybe today I didn't want ice cream, but tomorrow I may want ice cream. Now that seems pretty silly in a way, but I want you to think of this. If you are looking at your world as to what you want and what you don't want, it doesn't have a lot of extra baggage on it. And it does get down to, do I want ice cream today? Yes or no? And if I do, what flavor do I want? Well, for me, it would probably be chocolate anyway. And so all of this begins to take a look at how this outpictures into your life. So when you see something, you may not like it, but instead of just saying, oh, this is really negative, you just say, this is not what I want in my life. I want you to experience that with yourselves when you think of your world around you and you have judgment on whether this is a positive thing or a negative thing. Because right now we hear a lot of comments and we could be saying, oh, this is positive or this is negative or this is, and it comes into judgment of whether it's not good or good. And so we're not really researching in our hearts what it is we really are wanting to express or know or come to terms with. It is not always easy to shift out of positive and negative thinking. You know, I've heard it so often in clients and people that I know, they'll talk about, well, this is a positive or this is a negative. Now, I'm a bookkeeper as well, and I've just been doing a lot of bookkeeping for myself and with a new program. And anybody who's ever done that, you'll know that takes a lot of time. And you are dealing with positives and negatives. You know, the positives, the money in, negatives, the money out. And it's not really a judgment on that. That is a bookkeeping term, but it's somehow transcended into life as to what we wanted to add was positive. Yes. What we wanted to not add was a negative. But let's take that judgment away and just look at, do I want this or do I not want this? So that there is freedom. There is an ability to be able to move around in your life and feel like, yes, I want this. Maybe today I don't want this, but maybe tomorrow, if I look at it a little differently, I may want this. So there is, I find, a sense of letting go of judgment. Judgment tends to be an insidious thing that comes in, usually taught. I think as a child, there's no judgment. We don't have judgment about things, but we're taught judgment. Don't touch the stove, it is hot. True, it is. We don't touch the stove, it is hot. We don't do this or don't do that. And if you're in a situation which you may consider when you look back, oh, I had a negative upbringing, you'll find that it wasn't all negative. There were parts of it that were. There were parts of it that gave you judgment about how things are supposed to be and not be. And believe me, those things affect your life today. And so it's about moving away from that, moving into where you have some freedom to look at, is this what I want to believe? Or is this what I don't want to believe? And just see how easy that feels, how that takes away pressure of being right or wrong. Because again, we're looking at the two sides. Is it right? Is it wrong? It's not about being right or wrong. It's about whether you want it or not. If you choose it, if you accept that responsibility for yourself to be free to make the decision that this is what you want in your life, to add to your life, to be into your life. So perhaps this coming week, you can take a look at your life and see, are you thinking of it in terms of positive, negative, or right or wrong? Or are you looking at it as this is what I want and this is what I don't want? And feel the freedom within thinking this is what I want or this is what I don't want. In the meantime, have a very, very good week. And I'm just looking at something here I usually put up at the end of this to show my website. So you can please keep on with the likes, subscribing. I appreciate it. And also, you can also email me through my website, which is right here, www.normacowie.com. You have a great week. I'll be back on Wednesday when I have my Norma Talks. Thank you. Bye.